Hi, my name is Erwin and I'm Manager Customer Satisfaction at YourDriverApp. And with this video, I would like to welcome you as a new driver to the YourDriverApp community. I will close the camera for now so you won't get distracted, and I will tell you all about this video. So, with this video, I would like to further introduce the YourDriverApp platform and how you as a driver or fleet manager can utilize this mobile app solution, the YourDriverApp. I will start with giving you an introduction to YourDriverApp and the YourDriverApp purpose and how we want to create a driver community so that drivers and fleet managers can get connected with each other. Then I will explain why we think you should use the YourDriverApp. And I will finish this video with some in-app pointers on how to get started with YourDriverApp as a new user. So about the YourDriverApp community, before I tell you more about the YourDriverApp community, it's important that you understand our purpose as a company. So our purpose is to make independent taxi and limo business owners more successful by connecting them with each other and the global demand for transportation. So we as YourDriverApp are here to help create a driver community worldwide. And we want to do this by empowering drivers and fleet managers to join forces in private groups and together be successful in servicing customers in their local market. Well, what does this mean? We want to help with connecting all kinds of taxi and limo business owners, taxi and limo owners who have a strong network of loyal customers, with drivers looking for extra rides. And we want to help independent drivers to get connected with their fellow driver contacts in order to start working together through one platform, the YourDriverApp. So our goal is to build the world's largest independent driver community, gathered in private groups, and the more drivers you invite to join, the more you empower us to help drivers around the globe. So it's important to understand that we as YourDriverApp, we do not target passengers, but we only target drivers and fleet managers. Because like our goal states, we want to supply drivers and fleet managers with a technology that enables them to start working together and get a community started in order to get more work in their group. So why should you use the YourDriverApp? The YourDriverApp is created especially for fleet managers and drivers who process or share work. And we as YourDriverApp want to help you to build a strong network of drivers. With YourDriverApp, fleet managers can invite unlimited drivers from your network into private YourDriverApp groups, and you as independent driver can connect with drivers in your network to start collaborating. With YourDriverApp, you can also share live status and location with each other and receive jobs from your network. You can also create private groups like you do in WhatsApp and Telegram and share your work, or as a driver accept work, because you can easily create or accept jobs from the YourDriverApp. You can even start your jobs with the in-app taxi meter and calculate fares based on your personal tariffs, so no need for an external taxi meter. And you have all trip and driver administration in one place. You also have the ability to manage your jobs or groups online through a web portal. And last but not least, we're fully integrated with WhatsApp and Telegram. So YourDriverApp offers various options to dispatch your work into your network. You can direct assign to a driver, dispatch a job in a group, but you can even share your job in your private WhatsApp groups. So you have basically best of both worlds. Now, how to get started? Since you're a new user of the YourDriverApp, let me give you some pointers on how you as a new driver can get started with YourDriverApp. The first thing you should do is set up your own personal meter tariffs. So all your jobs are calculated based on your own tariffs. Then start your first job for yourself, complete the job, and share a receipt with your customer. And Get or share work with your fellow drivers by connecting with your network and start collaborating. Now, let me demonstrate this, how to do this in the actual YourDriverApp. So let me share my mobile phone and open the app. For this, I have to stop sharing this screen and I will share my telephone. Here it is. So this is the YourDriverApp. And before I'm gonna tell you more about the YourDriverApp, let me first tell you a little bit about the navigation. In the top bar, you see your status bar, where you can start a job or go online. And when you go online, you share your availability and location with your network. And on the bottom, we have our 4 main tabs. The contacts tab, where you manage your contacts. The jobs tab, where you can manage all your jobs. The message tab for all your communication. And the settings tab. Now, let us first begin with the settings tab. Because when you start with your YourDriverApp, you should start here. And you should start with entering your meter tariffs. Like I said, your meter tariffs are used for your calculation of your trips. So let's open it. And as you can see, I already created a tariff, but you can create as many tariffs as you want using the plus sign. Let's open my YDA demo tariff. And as you can see, we have several options to calculate your trip fare. For this demo, I've only created an initial charge of €5. It's in euros, but it's based on your telephone. So if your telephone is in pounds, in yen, or in dollars, it will shown here. I also have a time charge of 20 cents per minute, but you can also have a wait time charge, a minimum fare, a maximum fare, a distance charge. It's all possible. So now I've created my tariffs. Let's go to the top status bar. When I click it, I have 2 options. I can go online and share my location and status with my network, or I can immediately go online and start a street pickup. When I start a street pickup, my current location is used. And when I start a street pickup, I have the option to choose the tariff the street pickup is calculated with. Like I said, this is the tariff I just shown you. If you have more tariffs, it will be shown here and you can choose them. But you can also choose the driver input, where the fare will be entered by the driver at job completion. But for this demo, let's use the current tariff. I just hit start, and now the job is immediately started. I can open the job details and close it, but for now, I close it. And as you can see in my top status bar, my job is active and I have the passenger on board. So let's click on it. And now you can see that the taxi meter is running based on my tariffs. Remember, I had an initial charge of €5 and it increases. And when you arrive at destination, you can complete the job. When you complete the job, you enter your job summary with all the information, the fare price, and all I have to do now is concur that the passenger has paid me. So I concur and I finish, and the job is completed. When the job is completed, I have the option to send a receipt to the customer. Let's do that. And you can simply send a receipt with the share function. So let's share it with the customer, send it, and as you can see, a link is sent to your customer, and that link can be opened. So let's open the link. And when you open the link as a customer, you have a complete overview of your trip. You have your driver details, where you can rate the driver, leave a note. You have your actual trip details, your vehicle details, and you have your map details of the trip. But also, as a customer, you can download an official receipt. And an official receipt look like this. Oh. And it's basically an official receipt your client can use for his administration. So now let's get back to the passenger app, of the driver app, I'm sorry. So now we've started a street pickup, but of course, in the job section, you manage all your jobs. In my jobs are all the jobs assigned to you. In the dispatch panel, all jobs you assign to your network or jobs which are not yet assigned yet. In the Jobs tab, you can also plan a scheduled job. Just hit the plus sign and you can enter a trip with a pickup address, a destination address, a pickup time for now or in the future. You can even add passenger details, and when you add the email of the passenger, a trip notification is sent to the passenger. You can select the vehicle type, a saloon, a car, a van, a limo, etc. And you can set your pricing. It can be a metered pricing based on your tariffs, but it can also be a fixed price or an hourly booking. Once you have entered or created your job, you can assign it directly to yourself, but you can also assign the job to your network. You can assign it directly to another driver in your network. You can dispatch the job into a group. You can share outside your DriverApp. For example, when you have several WhatsApp groups with your driver network, you can share your job into the WhatsApp group or your Telegram group, or you can save the job and dispatch later. Also, in the job section, you have all your job administration in one place. Remember that we just finished the job. When I go to all, I have the job here, which I just completed. And when I open it, I enter the job details. We have an overview of all the information of the job and the extra option to reshare your receipt. For example, you did not do it after completion, or the client calls you and he does need a receipt, you can simply share it again to your customer. Also, we have some nice map overview of your trip with a start point and a destination, a log, and a report with all the trip information. Now, I just told you that when you create a job, you can share it in your network. And to do so, it's important that you create your network. And that can be done from the context. In the Contact tab, you can build your network. What does it mean? So in the Contacts page, the app shows you all your phone contacts who are already using your DriverApp, and you can start connecting with them. When you're both connected, you can start collaborating. For example, the driver here, I'm connected with this driver, and when I'm open this driver, I can see that his status is currently he is offline, but I can directly chat with him or call with him, of course. But you can also mark a driver directly from your phone contacts. So let's search for an example. This is my other phone. When I open it, I have the option to mark this contact as a private contact. I can mark him as a customer, so I can use his information later when booking a trip. But I can connect with this driver. And like I said, when you connect and you're both connected, you can start collaborating. And I know for a fact that this driver has already marked me as a driver as well. So as you can see, Congratulations, you and Erwin are now connected and can start work together. I have direct insights in his GPS location. He's available, and so I know he's available for work. So please, when you start with your DriverApp, it's important to have your contacts in place. As you can see, my driver contact is now also available in my driver list, and I can immediately see his status and availability. Now, in the message tab, you can direct message with all your connections, but even as a fleet manager, you can start a private group. And a private group is basically a private dispatch group. It's like a group you create in WhatsApp. You invite your drivers into the group and you can manage that group as a fleet manager. You also have the availability to manage your group online through a web portal. And then that concludes my video. So it's important when you first start with your DriverApp that you create your tariffs, that you start a job, that you know how to send a receipt to your customer, and to build your network. So I hope this video helps you as a new driver with your DriverApp. And thank you until we meet again.